Hi, I'm Pete May, co-founder of GreenBiz Group, and I'm delighted to be on GreenBiz Studio this morning with Ben Jordan. Ben is the global lead for sustainability and packaging at Coca-Cola, and along somebody that's known GreenBiz, and we've known him for some time. Ben, great to have you on GreenBiz Studio this morning.
Hey there, Pete. So glad to be with you.
Yeah. And so, Ben, let's just say you've been in the field, whatever it is, 20 plus years. And I think the other day we were having a conversation and you said that, what's happened in the pace of the acceleration of the pace of activity in sustainability and packaging in the last year relative to what maybe happened the prior 20 has been tremendous. Why don't you talk to that about what's happened in your world in the last year?
Sure, Pete. I've been at the Coca-Cola company for over 25 years now, number of roles sort of back and forth between our global organization, our North America business unit, back and forth a bit between our public affairs side and strategy side of things to more technical and supply chain. And when I first started back in the mid 90s, we were a very small group of just a few people that were tasked with all the sustainability initiatives across the Coca-Cola global system. Flash forward to today, and sustainability is more integrated across our business than it ever has been. There are a few of us still around from that original team of 5 or 10, but what our job really is today is how do we leverage the hundreds of thousands of Coca-Cola people around the world between the Coca-Cola company and our bottling partners that really have sustainability as part of their job today, and it's not just that core team anymore, but a little bit of everybody's job. At the same time, over the last year in particular, you've seen a real mainstreaming of sustainability and more people talking about ESG, environment, social, and governance issues as mainstream investors have gotten into the game in a different way, and so that's put it on the business value radar screen, if you will, in ways that it hasn't been before. So, a really exciting time to be a sustainability professional.
Yeah, indeed. So, a little while ago, you made a big announcement 25% of your packaging will be reusable by 2030. And I wanted to, pardon the pun, unpack that a little bit. I think looking at the Green Biz audience, there's some out there that would go, wow, big company making a big commitment. This is, as somebody said, this is unique and pretty monumental. I think we have other parts of our audience that are going to go, given the enormity of the challenge we all face around ocean plastics and other things. That why only 25%? Why can't you do more? Can you talk to the tension that you are dealing with in framing that goal?
So back in 2018, we set a long-term strategy and a plan for 2030 around the design of our packaging for sustainability, the collection for recycling, and how we partner with others in collective action to make those goals a reality. And so we've been working on that program for 4 years. Our goals are that by 2025, we'll have our 100% of our packaging portfolio be fully recyclable. We also have goals for 2030 around the use of recycled material in our packaging, so 50% recycled material in every package. We want to collect a package for everyone we put in the marketplace by 2030. And a year ago, we added a goal to that around virgin plastic reduction, where we're looking to basically take a year's worth of virgin plastic out of our system over 5 years. And so the reuse target is the next iteration of that. We do have a great foundation of use of refillable packaging. So in around 40 markets, we're at that 25% target today. We've got to know that about half of those markets are at 50% or greater, right? So we know this is possible. We were the first major FMCG company to set a global target like this. As we look across our markets, we know that again, some markets can reach 50% or higher. Others are at the 25% today. Others have very small percentages, and just based on their type of business, may have small percentages for the foreseeable future. So we really believe that that 25% target is a good global target for us as you look across the 200 markets that we operate in and the diversity of our package portfolio.
So that's you feel like 25% is looking at the tension between what's realistic and what's ambitious You think that's that's how you arrive at the calculus of 25%?
So there are a couple of areas that I'm particularly excited about when it comes to driving more reusable packaging in our dispensed beverage volume and food service environment. One is a pilot program we're participating in with Burger King and TerraCycle's Loop program around reusable cups in the fast food, quick serve restaurant environment. Some really good learning so far on that, and look forward to things that may come forward in the future. We are looking at that type of a pilot program and others across our food service business in the U.S., where we are advancing our freestyle technology, our most innovative food service machines, as well as our pure fill technology for Dasani and other water products. So I'm really excited to be working on those.
That makes sense. So my last question is, Coca-Cola was part of a group of brands calling for or supporting the UN Global Plastics Treaty Commitment that was signed this March. Obviously, that's a big deal. It sounds like it's not binding yet. But as you look at initiatives like that, talk to where you think the industry is headed, and what ambitions and what achievement we'll see over the next 5 years or so.
What we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years around packaging and circular economy across the FMCG sector and really broader companies, all users of plastics, have really come online in a new and different way around the goals that we've set. We a number of companies, hundreds of organizations have signed the Ellen MacArthur Foundation UN Environment Global Commitment. In effect, sort of codifying goals similar to the ones that we have for our Well Without Waste program, right? So many of our peers and other companies have goals similar to ours, and we're working together in collective action through many platforms, not just Ellen MacArthur Foundation, but others as well, to try and make those goals a reality. One thing I think we all understand is that we can't do it alone, as one company, certainly, but even as industry alone, can't make it happen. So we need to be partnering in new ways with NGO stakeholders, with governments, community groups, et cetera, to make all these goals a reality. And so our support of this idea of a global treaty around plastic pollution, I think it will be core to that as we go forward. We see real opportunity for driving consistency across countries and how countries approach this from a policy standpoint, as well as the underlying recycling infrastructure and driving for more circular economy. So we're pretty excited, to be a part of that dialogue and help shape what that treaty may look like. Of course, it's a long term process potentially just to negotiate it, over the next 2 to 4 years, they say. But we're pretty excited about the prospects of engaging in that and what that can mean for driving more circular economy.
Well, that sounds great. Well, yeah, we applaud the ambition. We applaud. We know that it's going to be a team effort, bringing in different constituencies to make those goals happen. So look forward to more news on that going forward. Ben Jordan from Coca-Cola, thanks for joining us today on Green Biz Studio.
Yeah, see you soon.